Well, hello. My name is Million Dollar Sales Director Tiqkia Barrow-Dye, and it's time to take the leap. That's right. Welcome to the month of February. And would you agree that it's time to level up and take the leap? It's time to expect the yes this year. It's time to get off your ASK, and it's about progression and not perfection. I want to share a quick acronym with you about taking the leap. The L in LEAP stands for level up your thinking, your mindset, your goals, and your activity. So it starts with the decision. One of the things that I like to say is that a dream with a deadline is simply a nightmare. So decide on what position you are aiming for by the end of seminar, but also by the end of this month. What's your goal? What's your deadline? And simply decide. Is it red jacket? Is it team leader? Is it elite team leader? Maybe you're going to go on target for your car, or maybe it's DIQ and beyond. The E in LEAP stands for expect the yes. Make a list and identify the people that you would love to have on your team. Women that are already winning in their community, on their job, maybe in their ministry, and walking in their purpose. After making a list, think about 2 or 3 things that you absolutely love about them. And I want you to create a quadrant in your notebook or on a piece of paper to kind of categorize these women. This quadrant is for another acronym that I like to use when I'm teaching consultants how to share the opportunity, and it is called HOPS. That's right, HOPS. In the first quadrant, you're going to write the letter H. H stands for help. Who do you know that just simply loves to help? She'll step in and help anyone, and she just has a servant's heart. The O for the second quadrant stands for opinion. You know, the woman that gives her opinion so much that you would pay her to stop. Well, in this season, we need her thoughts on the company. We need her thoughts about the commission plan, and we need her feedback about our marketing. You are going to find those women that love to share their opinion, and you're going to let her know how much you admire her and how you love to get her feedback about the company's commission plan. But remember, you can't share or talk about something that you don't already know. So make sure that you pulled your literature and got your resources, and maybe even listen to your director or some kind of evidence of someone sharing the opportunity on the commission plan so that you personally know what you're talking about. Remember, you want her opinion, and typically women with an opinion usually are know-it-alls. The P in the third quadrant is practice. That's right. You're simply going to ask people to support you. You know, those women that you're going to make on that list, for you to simply practice. You're going to let them know that you're not here to twist their arm or to beg them to do something that they're not interested in, but that you sincerely desire to practice and you need their support. Tell them that you're going to love them no matter what their answer is at the end, but that they're simply helping you get over your jitters. Now, what I typically teach consultants to do, and what I personally love to do, is I first ask for the interview. That's right. Simply say, I need to practice, and you want to share that with them. Remember, we're getting off of our ask. The second thing you want to do is book the appointment. You want to book interview appointments just like you book a facial, just like you book a on-the-go appointment, or however you set up your personal sales goals and how you do that activity. You want to treat those appointments the same way, except for this time, our appointment is solely to share the opportunity. Number 3, send them some form of literature or a video that they can watch or read so that they can find out a little more about the company, even if you facialed them before, even if they've done a virtual appointment. Maybe you met them in an in-house appointment, or maybe at your studio event. You want to make sure that you still give them those additional resources or another video with another personality style, because it's all about the layering. And then, of course, after you've set up that practice interview, you've sent that video or that piece of literature for them to read about, you want to make sure that you have a date based on what they can do, and you book it just like a regular booking. You know, we give them 2 options, today or tomorrow, morning or evening, And so from there, you want to try your best to keep your interview at 15 minutes or less, unless she's the one keeping you. During this interview, I like to ask 4 key questions and share with them the 3 things that most people want to know about the Mary Kay opportunity. The first question I love to ask people is, if I was to watch a commercial about you, what would I learn? I like to do this because it gives me insight on the DISC style and what their personality is. The second question I love to ask is, what brings you joy? What's your purpose? The third thing I like to ask is, what are you most proud of yourself for accomplishing, and when was it? I like to do this, one, to make them highlight what they're proud of themselves about, but also to identify, because for many people, it's been a long time since they've been proud of themselves. The fourth question I love to ask is, let's dream for a minute. If money and time were no issue, what dream life would you be living today? From there, the rest is history, right? As I finish those questions, I then share with them the 3 things most people want to know. One question most people ask is, how much does it cost to start? This is when it gives you a great opportunity to share with them the $35 option. And you don't have to overwhelm them with too many details, but you can share that with them and go off of what your director encourages you to do. The second thing you could share that most people want to know is, how much time does it take? This is perfect for that person that's really, really busy, because a lot of times people don't want to try something new because they're already slammed with life. This is where you can share with them that it's up to them to put in as much time as they want or as little as they like. And then the third question most people want to know is, how much money can I make? I typically make sure that I give them something reasonable, like $25 to $50 an hour, based off of their skincare classes. I tell them that this is the average consultant's pay, but in reality, guys, can we just be honest? The average skincare class, you're making way more money than that. See, I'd rather under promise and over deliver. From there, you then want to make sure you close with the yes or the no. Now, that's what the practice interview looks like. The fourth quadrant is S, and that S simply stands for support, or I feel safe with you. Who do you feel safe with? Who do you feel like would support you no matter what? I call these your dirt list people. Like if you were selling dirt, they buy it. And so I want to invite you and encourage you to create the list. The A in LEAP stands for ask. Get off your ASK. If you never go for the no, you'll never, ever get the yes. So just ask, who needs you? Who needs Mary Kay? Who needs tax write-offs? Maybe girlfriends, or maybe some diamonds. Who needs an environment where they can feel celebrated and not just tolerated? Maybe she needs you, and maybe she needs you to simply pass it on. The P in LEAP stands for progression, not perfection. Fail forward to success. That's the key. It is through your constant practice of sharing the opportunity that you will master the gift of recruiting. So let's take the leap. My challenge for you today is to ask 5 people to do a practice interview with you and to complete at least one interview before the day is over. Remember, at the end of the interview, simply ask for the yes or the no and seal the deal. If she says yes, immediately introduce her to your sales director by maybe doing a 3-way call or creating a group text message so that your director can take her to her next steps. If she says no, rebook her for her next appointment. Remember, it's all about the layering process. So let's just take the leap. Have a powerful day. Tiqkia Barrow-Dye out.